God damn it. It's fixed. I fixed this VDC nightmare, bullcrap, yaw sensor shenanigans. It's done. I fixed it. So we're good to go. Now, let me tell you how I fixed it. Okay. So the problem with me was I was messing with this yaw sensor and I was trying to wire up a button. I did not disconnect the battery, shorted something out, probably fried the power wire because I cut the orange wire and I was going to splice in a button, toggle button, so I can turn it on and off. And I must have fried the orange wire, the power wire. So for a few months now, I've had the VDC and the SLIP light that have been permanently on. No traction control. But I fixed it. Because think about it. The sensor wasn't getting power because the orange wire was fried. So if you think about it, all it needs is power. And then it should be fine. But it needs constant power. So what I did is I terminate the orange wire. This is how the harness goes. So there's an orange wire in here by itself. It goes in this harness and it goes into the yaw sensor that gives the yaw sensor constant power. What I did is I terminated that orange wire and I just cut it, ended it, and I just taped it off here, and it's no longer necessary. So what I did is I took another wire, a completely different wire, and that's this green that goes here, and that's this black one that goes here, and it snakes around, goes through here, goes under the dash, and I spliced it into the data port, the OB3 data port, because the OB3 data port has constant power, and I believe it was the red and yellow wire, the red wire with the yellow stripe. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's the only wire under there that has constant 12 volts even though the car is off. I'm sure you can find 12 volts, constant 12 volts somewhere else like the starter, but I took all this off and it was a complete mess. I didn't want to mess with that, and who knows. So I spliced a power wire, or I spliced another wire into the power wire for the OB3 port that has 12 volts, constant power. And here's that wire, ran it up under here, underneath the radio. Here it is. Boom. And then I took the orange wire that was coming out of the sensor and I extended it to this piece here. So now, if I connect this constant 12 volts from the data port to this wire here coming out of the yaw sensor gets 12 volts. The yaw sensor should be good. And it worked. Fucking worked. Excuse my language, but this has been a nightmare. So the reason why I didn't just connect this power wire straight to the yaw sensor is because, let me show you. It's because of my stealth button. Check that out. Boom. Perfect. No one's ever gonna know. Didn't drill any hideous holes in this thing. Didn't put an ugly switch anywhere else where somebody can see. Now it's totally hidden in the cup holder tray. Boom. That is super stealth. And that way I can switch yaw sensor on and off whenever I want. Do mad skids, burnouts, and donuts. So that looks super stealth. No one's gonna know. I think I might put like a happy face on this one when it's on, or when it's when the yaw sensor's off, and a sad face when the yaw sensor is on. Only thing I was kind of worried about is being careful not to spill drinks and then fry something down there. Holy shit, what a nightmare. Anyways, So there you go, that's the fix. If you fried your power wire on the yaw sensor, which is the orange wire, all it needs is constant power, constant 12 volts. And I found mine, again, in the data port, the OB3 data port. That's underneath the trunk release and all that stuff. You might be able to find constant power somewhere else. I initially hooked it up to the cigarette lighter back here, but it didn't work because the cigarette lighter is not constant power. It only turns on when you turn the key on. And what happened was I turned the key on, the yaw sensor would get 12 volts, the VDC and SLIP lights would go away, but as soon as I start the car, this power gets interrupted, which switches off the yaw sensor, VDC light and SLIP light come back on. But when you hook it up to the data port, which is constant power, that doesn't happen because that supplies constant power to the yaw sensor. That way it doesn't have to turn off and reset and illuminate those lights. I'm thinking about putting in fuse tap or inline fuse in that power wire going to the data port, because with my luck I'm going to short something out again. Maybe not, but let me slap this back together and I'll show you what the final product looks like. It's going to be sick. Alright, so let me show you that my super stealth switch is good. So here's my center dash. I still got to install this piece, but for the sake of making this video, I won't. Alright, so super easy. Pull that back. There's my switch. So right now the switch is closed. So yaw sensor's getting power. Now, VDC slip light off. Flip the switch. Hello, VDC slip light on. That means skids. Flip the switch again. You know what's funny is ABS comes on and then goes away. It's weird. Turn off, turn on. Boom. No more VDC, no more slip. Yaw sensor is all good to go. This is super stealth. And manual VDC button works like normal. Sick. I'm styling, bro. Alright, hope this helps. Like it, share it, thumbs up, all that stuff. Thanks. Bye.